Welcome to MogulCast, where we uncover the stories behind the world's greatest business empires. Let's get into today's story.
In 2012, Forbes named Sara Blakely the youngest self-made female billionaire on Earth. But years before taking the business world by storm, she was stranded in Florida humidity, sweating in pantyhose, selling fax machines door to door while being laughed out of corporate offices. She started with just $5,000 in personal savings and zero outside funding. This is the full story, and it is worse than you think. Long before founding an empire, Sara Blakely faced consecutive setbacks. After graduating from Florida State University with a communications degree, her dream was to become a personal injury attorney like her father. But after failing the law school admission test twice, that path slammed shut. She briefly took a job at Walt Disney World and tried stand-up comedy. We will come back to one specific decision. It is the key to everything. Seeking stability, Blakely accepted a job with office supply company Danka, selling fax machines door to door in hot Florida sunshine. The job was brutal, relentless, and filled with harsh cold calls. Yet her drive quickly paid off. By age 25, she was promoted to national sales trainer, proving her rare talent for selling products under pressure. While working in sales, Blakely hated how traditional pantyhose had seamed feet in open-toed shoes, but loved how control-top hose smoothed her figure. Preparing for a private party, she took a pair of scissors and cut the feet off her pantyhose. Though the cut edges rolled up her legs, the core concept worked instantly. At age 27, Blakely moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Keeping her day job at Danka, she spent the next 2 years and her entire $5,000 in savings researching hosiery manufacturing, patents, and materials. She worked late into the night writing her own patent to avoid thousands in legal fees. But not everyone was celebrating. Blakely drove directly to North Carolina, home to America's top hosiery mills, asking manufacturers to produce her prototype. Every single male mill owner rejected her pitch on the spot. But here's what the media completely got wrong about this. They assumed she succeeded because of instant viral buzz, when in reality it was relentless, manual distribution density. Weeks after rejecting her, one mill manager called back after showing the idea to his daughters, who loved the concept. With manufacturing secured, Blakely created the brand name Spanx. She maintained 100% equity, refusing to take venture capital or debt that could dilute her ownership control. Launching a consumer product without a massive marketing budget seemed impossible. Retail buyers were skeptical of a sole founder with zero background in fashion design or garment manufacturing. Blakely had to personally cold call luxury department store executives, risking her life savings on inventory without guaranteed shelf placement. For 2 agonizing years, Blakely worked 2 full-time jobs, hiding her startup work from Danka while managing production logistics at night. She packed orders from her apartment, personally positioned products on store shelves, and pushed through sheer fatigue while risking complete financial burnout. The gamble paid off when major retailers took notice, creating instant consumer demand nationwide. Sales exploded exponentially without traditional advertising dollars spent. And if you have made it this far, you already understand something most analysts completely missed. By 2012, Sara Blakely had rewritten the rules of retail and female entrepreneurship. She was featured on the Time 100 list of most influential people in the world, proving that non-technical, self-funded consumer innovations could compete with venture-backed giants. In 2014, Forbes listed her as the 93rd most powerful woman in the world. Continuing her entrepreneurial journey, Blakely expanded into new categories, launching her innovative footwear brand Sneaks in 2024. Remember that decision we mentioned at the start? Here is what it actually cost. By choosing to write her own patent and retain 100% ownership, rather than taking early investors, she preserved total control and full capture of her multi-billion-dollar enterprise value. From $5,000 in initial savings to international dominance. Zero outside capital taken during early expansion. Millions of garments sold worldwide, spanning decades of continuous retail dominance from Hosiery to Sneaks in 2024. The standard modern startup playbook demands raised capital and aggressive burn rates. Sara Blakely proved that deep customer insight, domain persistence, and total equity ownership build far more resilient wealth than hyper-funded hype ever will. If you want to understand how this pattern repeats across every major business collapse, the next video covers a story with disturbing parallels. That one is next.
That's the story for today on MogulCast. If you found this valuable, subscribe and hit the bell. A new empire story drops every single weekday. See you tomorrow.